Hi, Gabby. How you doing?
I'm good. Nice to meet you. I have to tell you this before starting this interview, okay? I need to get this out of my system. I could watch your SNL sketch with One Direction every day, and it always makes my day.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, that was cool. That was really fun, kind of getting to know those guys. And yeah, it was at the height of One Direction fandom. So it was insane. There were so many people lined up to try and get tickets to that show. It was cool.
I, I am a Directioner, of course, and I'm also a Paul Rudd fan, so perfect combination. Los viajes en el tiempo y las realidades alternas están a punto de salirse de control porque ya llega a Cinemex Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Soy Gaby Cam y estoy aquí para contarte sobre esta película donde nos encontramos con Scott Lang después de todo lo que ha vivido junto a los Avengers y aún un poco incrédulo de cómo es que se convirtió en superhéroe, tratando de lidiar con una hija adolescente con muchas curiosidades sobre el Reino Quántico. Platicamos con Paul Rudd para conocer todos los detalles de esta cita.
Who are you?
I'm the man who can give you the one thing you want.
What's that?
Time.
I don't care who this guy is. I just lost so much. He can give us a second chance.
I love the film and it made me laugh so hard, especially at the beginning when he's asking himself, how did I get here? Because I feel like all of us go through that every now and then. How often do you go through that, especially after becoming a Marvel superhero?
Boy, I go through it. I go through it so much. I go through it here when I'm working on these movies, and this is true. I'll sometimes be doing a scene in Ant-Man opposite Michael Douglas and Michelle Pfeiffer, and think, how did I get here? Because they're legends, and sometimes it's like you just can't get over the fact that you're standing where you're standing and acting with, people I've acted with people I've long admired. I mean, here I am talking to you. I'm promoting this Marvel movie that's this epic big film, and I try not to take any of it for granted, and I try not to get too jaded because it's absolutely surreal. This job, the success that I've had thus far, and the locations and experiences that come with it. It's unreal.
You thought you could win.
Actually, Ant-Man is one of my favorite superheroes. And
Thank
that's
you. I like it.
because-
I see over your shoulder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has always been there. I didn't just get it for this junket. It has always been there.
Okay. I appreciate it. Yeah. Thanks.
But the main reason why I love him is because I feel like he's so driven by being a father, a parent.
Yeah.
And I feel like not all the Avengers have that vision. What are the, I would say, advantages that he has because he is a father?
Yeah, it's true. He kind of is one of the only ones. And I think like you, part of that appeal for me is he's a regular guy. And so he doesn't have any innate super abilities. He really identifies himself as a father. He's trying to be a good father. He's in conflict a lot because it feels like to be a good father, you have to be this. And then how do I kind of balance that with being a superhero? And I think there's guilt involved, all kinds of stuff. And so I relate to that. And I think that that's a quandary that many other parents relate to. And so watching it, his struggles are very human struggles. And I think that allows audiences to feel some sympathy for the character or some relatability to the character. And so it's fun to play somebody that's kind of a real human being that's not extraordinary really in any one kind of single capacity, but thrown into these extraordinary situations. And he tries to figure out how to handle all of that.
And yeah, that's definitely my favorite thing about him. And also, he goes through all these fictional, I guess, adventures. And I'm curious because it has made me wonder watching, especially Ant-Man. Has it changed in any way, playing this character, the way you see maybe time and decisions and how they affect whatever happens to you in life along the way?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if like doing it has affected me in any way as far as how decisions and choices lead to other things. I've always known that to be the case, and sometimes the smallest inconsequential decision, the butterfly effect of that can change everything, and certainly does. As far as time, time is speeding up. And I feel it. It's weird. I've been acting as Ant-Man in this world for nearly a decade. I guess 8 years, 9 years, something like that.
Really?
And yeah, that was the first one. Was almost about 9 years ago. And I think that at times, it maybe feels like it's been that long, but most of the time it doesn't. And as I get older, time goes quicker. I see my children. And they are no longer little kids anymore. They are fully formed human beings with their own tastes, decisions, friends, plans, opinions. And it's such a joy as a parent watching them grow up. But it's also a little bittersweet because I miss hanging out with them when they were just little kids. I love hanging out with them now, but they also have lives that don't really include me, much the same way that like Cassie feels this about Scott. So it's another thing that I really relate to with this character. So I do understand how kind of time goes on and it gets quicker, the further along you go. It's physics.
I know. Just fun fact, when you said time speeding up, I got please rap in the chat. So
Yes,
it was speeding
this
up.
interview is speeding up. I know. Wow, how fortuitous. It's like a psychic.
Thank you so much, Paul. It was nice to meet you.
You too. Thank you.
No te puedes perder Ant-Man and the Wasp, QUANTUMANIA en Cinemex porque es una cinta llena de buen humor y que por supuesto nos develará muchos secretos para el futuro del universo Marvel. Nos vemos la próxima.
I'm sorry, Cassie.